There have been incredible changes in corporate media and very fast changes. The last edition covered the entire production process, but the book became outdated, mostly from a technical standpoint: cameras, recording formats, editing and storage and delivery methods. So I wanted to bring the book up to date. I also wanted to create a clear relationship between the traditional production process and what I call the social media style production process, which is a much simpler and nimbler and more contemporary way of producing corporate media. Traditional and social media style productions have a lot in common, but they also have some big differences. And I wanted to clarify that relationship and explore both types of productions. The book is written for students at all levels, and in order to do that, I had to take a broad perspective. So the content is very basic in some areas, but also covers lots of advanced techniques. Some students are just beginning, so they'll want to focus more on the basics, at least to start with. And more advanced students might want to skip some of those basic areas. And professors will know the makeup of their classes, so they'll be able to direct students to the right areas of focus. I placed extra emphasis on writing and directing. All the elements of production are important, but writing and directing have the most impact. A great script in the hands of a bad director won't work. Neither will a wonderful director working with a bad script. So, you need excellent quality in both areas. And as part of the focus on directing, I also emphasize talent. By the way, talent is the word used for actors in the industry. But I don't mean just actors. I also mean employees, executives, and people being interviewed, basically anyone in front of the camera. And of course, getting the best from that talent is part of directing. And it's also dependent on a good script. The book brings the basic technical aspects of production, editing, storage, and delivery up to date. What used to happen manually on film stock and moviolas became electronic with analog signals recorded on videotape. Then came digital signals recorded on videotape, and the second edition covers all of that. Now it's full digital, and essentially with no videotape, and that's the focus of this edition. I'd tell them to read and study and definitely watch corporate and business media, commercials, educational programs, training and marketing programs, and develop a sense of what works and what doesn't work. That's important. Watch the actors, the lighting, the types of shots and angles, and editing techniques, all of those things. Then I'd say write scripts, get a hold of a camera, and shoot and edit something. When I was just getting started, I wrote short scripts and I shot and edited them. And they weren't going to win any awards by any means, but I learned a lot about how it feels, just to write a script and choose certain shots and angles and get a feel for transitions in music and sound. Another thing that I think is important, I learned a lot about feeling comfortable behind a camera and the kind of confidence that came with that. So I'd say hit the books, hit the classes, and hit the studios and go for it.